Before Poe Dameron was in the Resistance, he was a part of the New Republic Defense Fleet. When Poe Dameron was in the New Republic, he was given command of his own squadron. This squadron was comprised of 3 other pilots that all flew T-85 X-Wings, the latest iteration of the X-Wing class of starfighters. This squadron was designated Rapier Squadron, named after a type of sword, and was generally sent on patrol missions to protect an area of space called the Mirin Sector. During their service, they defended the Mirin Sector from pirates and thieves. Poe Dameron was the commander of this squadron, as previously mentioned, and the other 3 members of the squadron were Kare Kun, Iolo Arana, and Muran. Poe Dameron was the son of 2 heroes of the rebellion, Shara Bey and Kes Dameron. The Dameron family lived on Yavin 4 for a while, but one day, sometime after his mother died, Poe Dameron ran away from home and became a spice runner. That didn't last long though, as 1 year later he left the spice runners and eventually returned home. Then, once he was old enough, he joined up with the New Republic and trained to be a starfighter pilot. That actually came easy to him because back when he was younger, his mother taught him to fly starfighters, and he'd been flying ever since. Muran flew in the squadron as Rapier 4. Not much is actually known about Muran, but based on his appearances in current Star Wars material, he seems to be a very quiet and focused individual. While Rapier Squadron was patrolling the Mirin Sector, they received a distress call from a freighter that was under attack. Upon arrival, they discovered that the First Order was attempting to steal the freighter, and they quickly engaged them in a space battle. Unfortunately, Muran was killed in an explosion when the First Order successfully stole the freighter and jumped to hyperspace. Muran's death inspired Rapier Squadron to continue investigating the First Order. Kare Kun was designated Rapier 2 in the squadron. She was considered to be a victory kid, children that were conceived and born shortly after the official destruction and dissolution of the Galactic Empire. She was present when Muran had died fighting the First Order, and was instrumental in helping Poe Dameron further investigate the growing First Order threat. Iolo Arana was the final member of Rapier Squadron. He was actually a Keshian, not a human. Keshians were in almost all appearances identical to humans, with the only difference being that they could see things on a broader visual spectrum, from ultraviolet to infrared. This gave Iolo an advantage in space battles, allowing him to see ships that most people couldn't see with the naked eye, as well as see where a ship was about to drop out of hyperspace. My personal theory is that Keshians are a crossbreed between humans and Chiss. After investigating the First Order threat more thoroughly, Rapier Squadron was ignored by the New Republic higher-ups. None of them took the threat of the First Order seriously, which is what drove the remaining members of the squadron to join the Resistance. Poe, Iolo, and Kare joined the Resistance as Rapier Squadron, but were each soon given command of their own starfighter squadrons. Kare was given command of Stiletto Squadron, and Iolo was given command of Dagger Squadron. Poe continued to fly on missions for Leia, the leader of the Resistance, but eventually he was put on special assignment to run covert operations against the First Order, which prompted him to form his own group called Black Squadron.